Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how are you all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher, yes, ThePandaPuncher, and welcome to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress, and you'll notice that this is a different game, and a different save. Long story short, got bored of the other one. It just was dragging out, so you know what, when you stop enjoying something, stop doing it. That's my motto, so I'm going to live by it. So yeah, as I said in previous numerous occasions, we are going to go with an Ascii setup. I've already generated the world, I've already chose a location. The location we have is on the side of a mountain, so it is quite steep here. And but we do have a nice flat bit at the top, and then just one level down we have this nice flat grassy bit as well. I have gone ahead and done a few initial designations. I've set up animal pasture, which is, if I bring the mouse on the screen, it's right here, and refuge, designated a few trees to be cut down, depot to be built, and a few ramps to be removed. And for this one, anyone who's ever previously commented on a Dwarf Fortress video of mine has been included in the game. We have Star, Dwarf Comic, Gaming King 1, Gloryfire 21, Zenith, Clockwork 621, and Mad John 52. So you all get to die a nice glorious dwarven death. This isn't going to be anything sorry. This isn't going to be anything too special in terms of theme or anything. It's just an Ascii running of the game, and we are simply going to enjoy it, play Dwarf Fortress as it comes, which is how I prefer to play. While themes are interesting from time to time, sometimes it just gets on your nerves. So it does. I'm hoping I have auto lever installed. If not, that'll have to be changed at some point. So we're just going to dig into the mountain here somewhere, so I'm going to have to dig them out, so it's 5, there we have 3. We'll come in 2. We'll probably have an initial stockpile here, possibly, not sure, but we're then going to just dig down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually just look at the numbers down in the bottom corner. We'll dig down to 135 and see what we have to deal with. Would like some clay in order to do the old farmings and stuff like that, but time will tell. Things should be okay. I do adore the Ascii graphics of default Dwarf Fortress because there's just something elegant about it. It's how the game was designed, and this is how it looks. This is Dwarf Fortress. Everything else is just a charade, a sham, hiding what the game truly is. Which is this? It's a thing of beauty. It's a work of art. But I'm not going to lie. I could not have learned to play the game and fall in love with the game if it wasn't for the tile sets. The tile sets allowed me to, at least visualize what was going on in Dwarf Fortress, and then once I knew how everything worked and got on top of the game mechanics, it was only then that I could turn on Ascii and truly appreciate it for what it was, which is a thing of beauty, as I said. I'm hoping we get some dirt, possibly under the green shit here, which would be good. But to find that, we're going to have to dig. The farm section is going to be way over here. So, let's see now. Let's bring the path over first. I don't want them to actually dig it yet. Just want them to get over here. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. The first thing that was really difficult to get used to with the Ascii tile set was, of course, and I think everybody has issues with it, is the non-square nature of it. Those boxes are indeed 5 by 5, but as you can see, boxes are slightly taller than they are wide, so you never truly get what would you call it? You never get equal objects. They're always slightly off. So there, you've got some tetrahedrite already. So that's silver and something else. I'm pretty sure. Can't really remember, but I know it's a good one. It's one of the good ones. We're probably going to want to actually dig this out pretty quickly. And the X. Let's not do that. Resume. So the basics we need to get set up as usual will be preliminary workshop areas, beds, farms, storage. I think that's the basics of it. And then some sort of temporary crafting system, so we can get a few things made in time for the first trade caravan, which shouldn't be too far away. It's always in the first autumn that you're in the game. But yeah, it's unfortunate that we have not a pile of resources. Things are being cut, but we don't have really a pile of tools is what I meant to say. And as a result, you know, people are just standing out. So build G. So we're going to build a bridge here. We want to have it raised to the left. Just make it out of dolomite. Yeah, sure, why not? Then I want to build a chain. Which one is those again? It's V or something like that. Yep. We'll have a chain there and chain there. Once they get placed, we'll assign dogs to it just for that extra bit of security. Because if we don't notice maybe a goblin thief coming along or one of the various little things that sort of just lifts stuff out of your base, at least the dogs will scare them away or warn us or something along those lines. So they shall. So they're still native platinum. We're striking a lot of resources, which is nice to see. Makes a change from some previous Let's Plays and just general playthroughs of the game in my own time. Oh, would you build the second chain, would you already? Be great. We have 4 idlers. What is going on? Mustn't have auto labor. Actually, I don't know. Can't remember if I enable it or not. But yeah, well, not too disappointed about ending the last series, to be fair. Simply due to the fact that, as I stated earlier, it was starting to wear me down. I'd been playing it for quite a long period of time because I had a massive spell where I didn't have access to the internet, and so that delayed me recording anything. So a lot of stuff was bulk recorded, so I think maybe a month went by between actually playing the game. So, and I think for anyone who plays Dwarf Fortress, you can understand where I'm coming from in the sense that, you know, if you've stopped playing for a while, it's easier just to pick up and start a new fortress. Always has been, always will be. Nothing will change that. Oh, you build, farm. No, P, that's the one. Tried to get it without actually looking up which button it was, and I failed. So, farm plot. P. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. So they'll get built, and then we'll wait till the rest of it is P. I want this for food. That there. Q, S, change settings, and we forbid everything but seeds in these ones. Oh, I mean, even due to the fact that we were doing a tower in the last one, I never got to really do my usual Dwarf Fortressy things, and unless a massive game mechanic has changed, everybody sort of falls into a routine with Dwarf Fortress. I have things that I do and I need to do. So I think maybe on this level we'll probably do your first workshop-y type thing. So we want to cancel the center here for now. So 3 there, 3 there. So there'll be 5 workshops each side. You probably will have seen this layout before. I will try and mix it up as we go down, because, to be honest, I'm even sick of the system I have in place. But as I was hinting at, you can very easily, once you stumble upon something that works, you don't change. Don't suspend. Assign animal. We'll take the top dog. Now, mind the goddamn rest of the farms out, you goddamn plebs. The sooner we get growing stuff, the better it'll be. Again, for this series, I'll probably try to keep the episodes around 20 minutes long. If things start to go weird, I'll start editing chunks out. But for the most part, because this will be just a traditional Let's Play Dwarf Fortress, but of course, in ASCII mode, most of the content will remain in the game. So we want to, before we designate that, we want to redesignate those so they can get working on that. We can cancel that. Now let's build some farms. Build P 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and there we go. So the 4 farms should suffice. They usually do. So I don't see why that should change. But let's see now. Obviously, this one will be all plump helmets. Let's go A. We'll have sweet pods. B. Dimple cups. No. Dimple cups. C, we shall have quarry bushes, and D, of course, some plump helmets. So yeah, farm number 1, all year long, plump helmets. Farm number 2, each season something different. It'll be the same for the next 2 farms. So we'll always have plump helmets being grown, and then a mixture of other things, depending on the time of year. So it is. Plump helmets is, of course, the lifeblood of a Dwarven Fortress. For those of you who don't know that, you just need to play the game more. Simple as. Hurry up and build that farm. There we go. I don't know why my throat's being all like weird today. I suppose it's just one of those days, that time of the year. Plump helmets and D dimple cups. This one, we shall start with sweet pods. Then we shall have cave wheat. Then more cave wheat and D plump helmets. It is the time of year for people to start coming down with stuff. Oh, let's go to F. Maybe I'm just coming down with something. Makes the whole recording thing quite awkward because I'm always clearing my throat or coughing or doing something else, and just generally messes up the sound of things. But you know, that's just life. You know, we have to deal with it. We have to deal with it. Do you have a big thing of water sitting beside me, which helps? Why are you being so slow with the whole mining thing? The first mining level I usually always put down the basics. You've got your carpenters, masons, craft, wharf workshops. You've got mechanics. What's the other essentials? I usually put in a bowmaker or whatever the equivalent of that is. And there's one more. Still, obviously, the goddamn still. The most important one. Without beer or... Ooh... I forgot how vivid the game can be in ASCII mode. I mean, it is quite a ridiculous thing they've managed to achieve with the depth and intricacy that Dwarf Fortress has with the ASCII-based graphics. For those who are uninitiated, this probably just looks like a screen of gobbledygook. But I'm looking at that, I can see mountain walls, ramps, doors going about, a trade depot, trees, plants, you know, animals. It all makes sense after a while. So it does. And the game starts to look pretty cool once you start smoothing out walls and stuff, because it just works. It works. They've been working on it for 10,000 years at this stage, and it's only like 1% complete. Both of those are exaggerations. 10 years they've been working on, not 10,000, and it's not 1% complete, it's about 45. So in another 12, 13 or so years, maybe we'll have Dwarf Fortress release version. Yay! And that'll be a day that I'll be very, very welcome to see it, blah, blah, blah. Words, okay? Words. Insert. Make sentence. You know what I'm trying to do. You'd think for someone who has decided to record himself play video games, he would know how to speak in coherent sentences. But alas, that is not to be. So do we have anything interesting floating about? Some groundhogs, and nobody's dead or missing, which is, you know, as far as I can tell, a good thing. I want to assign animal to this chain. Second dog, done and done. What is it now that I want to do? You know what? This is going to be an appropriate section to have a little cut, and I shall edit it in whenever the workshop is complete. And welcome back, and as you can see, the workshop area has been completed. I fired in my initial set of workshops and my storage things. The only thing that happened during the break was what would you call it? And some migrants have arrived. Yay, I'm going to guess 4. So 1, 2, 3. That looks like 4. I'm hoping one of them wasn't a goddamn child. Because that would be irritating. So I want to go to zones, which is... I always forget. It's A, yes. See if any of these were grazing animals. So filter out, yes, we've got a stray nanny goat. So that'll do that. And farming's come along grand, they're harvesting, great. Need to wait for all these initial workshops to get built, and then we can start firing out some orders. I suppose, since the still is already built, we can brew drink from plant, repeat, please. And is it Alt W? Yes, enable workflow, please. Limit drinks of any material, range, let's say 300 to 500. So, there we go. That's our drink situation, at least scheduled to be taken care of. The next thing they'll want to plan out as they're building those is I've designated here to be the level at which we actually, what would you call it, have our first rooms and stuff. And I'm not sure how to go about it. I mean, I could go for my boring usual room layout, but I kind of don't want to. I want to do something that at least smells different. So, let's do that. Just bear with me. It doesn't matter how it's going to look. I'm just measuring out dimensions at this stage. So we have that come down and at 2. That out 3. Out another 2. And then we have that. Okay, I like that. I think. Those look a bit weird. Shut up, you look weird. I get defensive. Is that right? It is. It's just odd. Because despite this being 2, that's 3 wide. Is this one 3 wide? It is. See if it's not even, I'm going to go absolutely batshit insane. So I am. Right, so this is going to be like a little dining area. Obviously, if you couldn't figure that out, you're an idiot. That leads off into corridors that will become bedrooms. That's my thinking anyway. Let's take out that, and that. 3 by 3. It's going to be rough for a moment until I get everything lined up. Yep, that's right. Do that. That. Okay, so I have no idea whereabouts I'm going to go with this. And I usually do 1 by 4 bedrooms or some variation of that for, you know, along those lines. But I might force myself to mix it up again. Just to have something different. But how do I go about it? That's the problem I have here. Oops, better if I do that. Okay, that doesn't work. God damn it. We could just do that. These can be for graves or statues or something along those lines at some point. I think that would work out pretty nicely. We can have, I have no idea. So we'll have something going off that direction, all four directions basically, and so that works. Just bear with me a second till I figure something out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can work with this. It's not the most imaginative in the world, but if you've ever seen any of my last forts, you'll realise that this is very much going against the grain. And I'll show you now what I mean by sometimes I do something a wee bit different. Then we'll have that out. So it is still technically 4 by 1, but it creates a nice pattern, I think. And it's all wrong. It's all wrong. I wish I could just Control Z. It would make things a lot handier. But we're going to keep them boxes, because you can't really go wrong with boxes. That design usually takes forever to implement, and if you do it wrong somewhere, then you just want to burn your eyes out. So we'll have the door there. Do we have it alternating like this? I think so. Mix it up a wee bit. Yeah. We'll only do the two sides for now. So we shall. Because we don't want them to do too much. I mean, one side's going to be room for 14 dwarves, and by the time we get around to after digging out the goddamn the dining room in the middle, it's going to be well overdue time to get beds installed. So it is. And we need to match some sort of symmetry going on here. There's something tediously brilliant about doing this part of Dwarf Fortress. It's like everything's fresh, clean, shiny, new, pretty, and you just get to ruin it. Right, so I need to undesignate some things here. Primarily those, whoops, those doors, so they don't go mining anything weird, and that and that. So the only things that get mined is the room itself and these. I'm pointing to the screen here as if you can goddamn see it. And the rooms to the right. We don't have this. Yeah, that's as far as it'll go. Okay, so let's resume and see where we get. I think that actually is probably all I want to get done this episode. I don't know if I mentioned it. I'm going to say it again anyway, just in case it didn't. In the break, summer happened, and I placed down a, I'll just point it, placed down this little carpenter shop to start creating wooden spike balls, because the thing here was taking far too long, and I was worried that we wouldn't get anything created in time to trade. There goes my voice again. To trade with the Dwarven caravan that is due to come next season. So yeah, before my throat just falls out, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, and yeah, video's over. Please go away. Until next time, good luck and goodbye.